Hello guys, so today we are going to solve some LeetCode problems. We will do problem 387, which is the first unique character in a string. We will try to solve it live, and we will also try to code it and tell you about our approach, how to solve a interview problem. So I have my friend Shivanshu with me. So I will just go through the problem, and after that we will discuss its solution. So our problem is the first unique character in a string. So given a string, we have to find the first non-repeating character in it and return its index. And if it does not exist, we can return -1. So Sivanshu, did you get the question?
Yeah, I get the question. Okay. So I think, yeah, so let's start.
Okay,
So
so
the problem is,
okay.
can you, so how I will type the code, I think.
Okay, yeah. Just give me a second. I think I have this one. Just give me a minute. Send you the doc actually. What was your email ID?
21shivanshu@gmail.com.
Maybe we should first talk about the naive approach, and then we can go to a much efficient approach.
Okay. Yeah, sure. So
I'll just copy the question in here and
okay, so can I start?
yeah, you can start.
So here, so we have to just return the first index, non-repeating character index in the given string. For example, let's say the given string is LeetCode. So we have to find the first character which is non-repeating. Okay, so let's start with L. So
Okay.
is there any repetition of L? The answer is no.
No.
So we have to just return this index. The answer would be 0. So in that case, it will, the answer should be 0. Let's say second example, which is love LeetCode. So we start with L. So this is, here is a repetition.
Okay.
Again, we start with O. Then we find its repetition, whether its repetition exists in the string or not. It exists. So again, we move with V. So there is no repetition. Then we return 2, the index of the character. So one root approach is that we just use 2 loops and check for each character whether it repetition exists or not.
Okay.
For example, let's say LeetCode. For that, let me also type 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are 8 characters from indexing 0 to 7. So for 0 character index, I will check in the right subarray.
Okay.
If it exists, then that character is not my answer. Then I will go for E. For E, I have to check for the right subarray, also for the left subarray, because it can exist before, right? For example, let's say PC. In that case, index is 0, 1. If for first it exists, but on the first character, that is second C, in the there is no right subarray, but there's a left sub array in which C is exist,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So I have to check in the left sub array also. That's why I have to check in both direction, and we have to find whether it exists or not. So let me start typing coding. Okay. Let me build a first function.
Maybe you can share your screen and then it will be much easier for you. I'll just allow you to share the screen.
Okay. So I'm just sharing my screen.
I'm making you the co-host.
Actually, you
I think I
disable
make you the host. I'm making you the host, so I think you can.
Okay. It is visible?
Yes, it's visible.
Okay, so here I'm first
You go
writing
directly to the LeetCode problem, and then it will be much easier.
Okay, can I type here?
Yes.
Okay, that's great. So I'm just so root approach in which check for each character.
Maybe we have discussed the brute force approach, right? So maybe we can move to the efficient solution and then code it, because the efficient solution is required, and we can discuss about the brute force solution in our article.
Okay, so let's try to optimize this problem. As we know that we have to just find, I have to return the first character whose frequency is 1, right? Because it is non-repeating. So what I can use is a hash map, right? So what hash map does, it has a key and a value, key value pair. So what it does, for each character, I will count its frequency in the hash map, and then I will iterate through the hash map, and I will check whether its frequency is 1 or not. If it is 1, then I will return its index. Otherwise, I will go for next character.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So let's try to solve this. So in C++, we have another map, right? Which has its, so the first key, as we are using character, so it is character, and its frequency is going to be an integer, which is called, so that's why it is a hash map of character and int. Okay. Now we are going to push all the keys and its frequency, and if the frequency is greater than 1, then we also have to increment, right? If the character that we find is repeated again. Okay, so also frequency count. Now I'm going to put all the keys into the hash map.
Okay.
And I'm counting the frequency. Okay, so first part is done. Check character with frequency 1. Now we have to check. So what we are going to do is that
we're going to iterate through the
array,
string,
iterate through basically the string. If the value in the hash map is 1, so then simply return the index, right?
Yes.
So
Return I.
What we are going to do, we are going to return the index I,
Hmm.
or if we don't find any character in the string, so this is the
Return
edge
-1.
case,
Yes.
then we are going to return -1. So let's try to submit and check whether it's work or not. It worked correctly. Yeah.